So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we are going to see CLO3D to Blender series first part, which is exporting and importing process of OBJ. Okay, I know there are a lot of tutorials are there. This is a bit updated one, and it is pretty easy. We should start something with somewhat with easy and then go to difficult, and it is my priority to make you understand. So let's get started. Now this is a project that I have been working for this video. It is a quite cozy, you know, pajama, and I just wanted to give a pose animation, which will be the second part of the video. Okay, how to set up lights, how to how to give camera, how to get your camera into Blender, how to shoot a turntable in Blender. We will see that, or 360 rotation video, which you do it in Flow as well. So we will see that. Okay, this is what my project looks like right now, and we are going to be exporting a pose. Okay, now there is something called pose animation means the model will be walking. Pose animation means a static pose uh, will be the subject will be in the middle, means the avatar will be in the middle. I'll show you in the next part of the video. The subject will be in the middle, and we can take either upfront close and wide shot, or else a 360 rotation shot. So the first step is to prep your garments. Okay, now this is what your garment should look like after applying textures and everything. Okay, if you are familiar with your basics, now it is time to take your creativity to an another level. Okay, I just want my garment to fall very naturally, so I am now make keep in mind that in a first try only you will not be able to do it. Try a few more times. Okay, this is exporting. This is part one of exporting process. There will be 2 3 formats. I'll tell you: file, export, obj. Okay, now for the obj files, like if your workflow is based on Blender, okay, you don't like CLO3D for rendering, and you want to explore the outer softwares which can render more far better than CLO3D. If you are thinking like that, CLO3D also does the job, but exploring other softwares is good. So let's get started. Now we will be needing a new folder. So what will I do? I will create a new folder. I will say Clo to Blender. Okay, in that subfolder I will be uh, naming as Clo obj files. Okay, next, in this folder we will be exporting everything. Okay, now I am exporting night dress, something you might call. I'll select this folder and save. Now this will pop up. Pay attention to all the settings. Okay, UV coordinates. um let's go. Set this to meters. Okay, and 100%. Save with absolute texture file path, and whatever graphics that you have applied, select all of the streams, everything, if you want your textures to come. Okay, now then hit OK. Now everything is saved in the CLO2 Blender folder. Like, see this. Now this is your dress, right? Now we will import that into Blender. I'll go to my Blender. I'll delete these three and file, import, wave front obj. Now that is done. So where is this? Go to Blender, and now see, everything is in clay form. Whether to check your garment has come right or not, you have to press the second icon, which is viewport shading, and everything will come. Okay, now I will tell you how to save this file. You will go to File, Save As. We will make a new folder for CLO3D to Blender. To Blender saved files. So make sure you keep everything organized, and okay, now I am going to save it with the same, you know, it might crash, so I'm saving it. Save as. Okay, so all the UV textures are there. So this is how an obj file will come intact with CLO3D textures. Okay, in part 2 we will be adding a background for a shoot. Okay, and we will render some images out of Blender. So welcome back to CLO3D and Blender series. CLO3D to Blender, sorry. So in this video we are seeing that how to add a plane, means how to add a floor. You simply have these menus. Under the main menus you will be having another section for adding whatever objects you want. You simply go to, this is your editor type, whichever window you want you can choose from here, and this is your object mode usually, and you select this and whole bunch of options will come, but the collection should be on. And then this is your toolbar, selection menu, add menu, and object menu. So basically in CLO3D, object browser, and this is your property editor in Blender. If you want me to explain in CLO3D language, so now what we can do is add Now you see the first option called mesh and plane. Now this is your floor if you're doing any. Okay, since you have added a floor, let's make this somewhat. Now when you on this, there is no light. How to add a light? There are few simpler ways to do that. Okay, add, this is your light. What does a point light do? Now from here you can move it. This is the plane that it is selected. I'll select my point light. Okay, it is adding somewhat light, but it is on the top. What you want, if you want to just duplicate and you don't want your render to look very much dramatic, shift D for copying and pasting the lights or anything you want. Just rotate the light onto the subject. Okay, select the point light. I'm so sorry. Now okay, let's delete one of them and explore with what lights we have. Sun, or we have a sunlight, which is a broad daylight kind of light. Okay, I'll show you what I mean by that in the render option. Now this is your rendering preview. Now how, this is somewhat transparent. Okay, now this is on eve. If your laptop supports or system supports on cycles, just shift to that. Now see, there is a big difference. Okay, now you can see. Now this is how the lighting is done. You just give a small floor, because this is a basic project that you're doing. When you're working with intense projects like in one frame, you can, with the same way, if you have imported, you have to just select the file, and this will also move aside. If you want to import multiple files, no one has ever told us on YouTube, but you can just move wherever you want the whole subject. Okay, mine will be in the right middle, and then I will save this file. What will I do? I'll just save this file save as nitrous with lighting. Now it is important to save each and every file that you're doing regarding to the projects that you are using. Okay, now in some systems it might get crashed multiple times. We don't want that. So if there is a saved file related to that, you can restart working. Okay, now I'll name it with lighting. Now that it is saved, so after you're done with your lighting and adding your floor, so we need to set some settings in the this thing. These are your settings tab, I guess. So now we are using, now this is your render menu output. Okay, this is your frame range, and this is your resolution that you will be rendering. Mine is defaultly set for 9. This is the default pixel that we are going for. Okay, now on under this temporary images, we are going to be seeing how to add camera and how to render images. Okay, now that you are done with everything, your light is set up, and under this you will find, under setting, when under render engine, render properties, you will find simplify. Go under film, check whether the transparent is on. Otherwise, if you are in the render window also, it will show like this only. Now most probably I forgot to cover another method of lighting. So what we will do is, you see this color, right? You will see this here, and you will go to environment texture. Okay, now you can open your HDRIs. I don't think so I have any, but I'll set it on RGB for a reason. Now you can see that whole thing is in white, but we are opting for a darker theme so that our garment is visible, and we'll set the floor according to the toes of the model. Just move it using this. You can shift spacebar G shortcut, there is written. Make it look realistic. Now start with a simple project. Now we will see how to add a camera. Okay, now this is your camera. I told you the resolution will be on the horizontal side, right? It is on the horizontal side. Go to your output properties and reverse the, if you are doing for Instagram or you're uploading reels, this is the resolution you will need. Okay, now how to know that if you are placing your cameras correct? This is how you will on this toggle. Okay, and if you want to see within the multiple windows like CLO3D, you hit this plus icon, add workspace, go to general and go to texture paint. Now this window will pop up. Don't panic. Now this is your editor type. You can make it as 3D viewport like in CLO3D and start working. Okay, now we will put this into render viewed with the camera on, and we will be working with dual screens. Okay, select the move option and just drag until, you can drag from here also. Position her in the center. This is a bit tricky, but you have to get it right. Now that you're done placing it, okay, you can see her in the cameras, in the camera, right in the section. Okay, when you render her image, no, it will take some time to render. um, Please select the render engine to cycles, okay, and set it. If your computer supports CPU, put it on CPU. If your computer supports on GPU, just put it on GPU. That's it. After rendering, it'll take some time. I'm not cutting it, I'm not refining any of the process. You have to see how much time it takes. If you add more lighting to your subject, it will pop up more. Mine, I wanted a dusky photo, so mine is over. See, the clarity, and if you zoom in also, it will not get that much pixelated. Max samples I set it on 1000. It should be set on 4096. So this is how you render images.